Good morning, all. Elliott Trades here. We're going to do analysis on the major USD pairs. Now, if we start on the weekly with Euro USD, we can still see what's happened on the bigger scale. Okay, so to me, this was a corrective move down in the WXY. We stayed within the channel, ultimately, and we've broken out of the channel in an accumulation. And to me, the weekly is not done. The weekly needs to ultimately at least hit the highest point of supply here, this line here, this box here, before a retracement and then a continuation higher if we're bullish. Okay, I do believe we're bullish, but we could turn from here. We could turn from this box over here, from the supply zone here. Okay, we could even turn from, looking at where we are now, we could even just about turn from where we are. And the reason why I don't think we're going to turn from where we are is I don't think we have a finished impulse here. I do feel like there's a little bit higher to go before we come down. So we'll go to the daily time frame so we can better see the waves, and I'll put on the this one. No, this one. That's it. This is the count I have currently. Okay, giving us a 1, 2 in purple, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, giving us our third, 4, and now we're in this fifth wave. So we'll drop to the 4-hour time frame, and in this fifth wave, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. And now I wouldn't be quick to say this 5 is done, because if we count inside, so far it's trading impulsively. Got 1, 2, 3,
This is a
4. Alexa, stop.
Dentist.
1, 2, 3, 4. Looking for 5. Okay, looking at the high made here, this new potential swing high inside. You can see there's a trend line here. So as far as I'm concerned, this isn't done. We could come down a bit more, okay, but this isn't done until we at least get a final spike up, something like this. That's what I see currently now. So this would be all right. I've got the count for that. Yeah. All right, this is what I've done. So this is a Fibonacci drawn from the prior to the 3, and I'm expecting price to, we could just go up, but price could also come down a bit before going higher. It just can't touch the 0.618. So that's the level I'm watching. I'm looking for price to maybe sweep the. What would be an ideal trade is if price did come and swipe these lows, and then look to turn around. Came down again and then starts an accumulation. So currently, there's a chance that this could be finished in in a WXY. But currently, I feel like it's a A, B, or a W, X, and we've got a C or a Y coming down to finish this fourth wave to then continue higher. So we've got the depth. We know that we can't have price come down and touch this before making another high if it's going to remain an impulse. We can also use the Fibonacci time to see how long this fourth wave is in comparison to the 2 wave. So we'll put our Fib time from the beginning of the 2 wave to the end of the 2 wave to the start of the fourth wave. So that way we can measure, and if any of these lows were to be the low of the fourth wave, then it would have finished before 1-to-1 time, and the fourth wave is usually longer than the two wave. It's usually something of at least 1.38 to 4 times the length of wave 2. So we certainly do have time to continue the fourth wave, potentially make another low. We definitely have space to do so. And looking at the structure, it just looks like A, B, or W, X, and we still have another drop to come. So that's my bias currently, a little bit lower, something like this, to look for the price to continue higher for one more high, and that will give us our 5 and our purple 5. I still think we could touch this purple box up here where the supply zone is. Other than that, where else could we? What's going on here? Second, we jump to the 4 hour. Trading views really slowing down now, and they really want me to upgrade. Okay, so this is the supply zone. Yeah, I'm looking for price to reach there. If we get above this little thing here, I'd definitely be looking for sells. So yeah, a little bit higher for me for Euro USD. Just one more thing. We're gonna get the TDI and the EMAs out and have a look at what's happening there. So potentially we've already trapped above the 50 EMA. As you can see, this candle here, as we came up in an A, B, C, making or some sort of correction up, we swiped the prior high. So this candle here came up, grabbed the liquidity to the left, these highs, and pulled down. But before continuing, we came back up, grabbed that high above the 50 EMA, which is also at the daily open as a key point of interest, and then made it lower. We made a fractal break here. We took the low that made the high that took out this wick and all this liquidity. We've broken the low, so fractally we are bearish. So potentially price is going down from here. We might sweep this high to the left here and then continue with that to then go higher. So yeah, this is what I'm looking for on Euro USD. So still looking for this fourth wave to finish to then continue back higher. So we'll check GBPUSD now, and GBPUSD, I would expect it's the same sort of thing. Just take the indicators off. We go to the weekly, have a look at it on the weekly. Now GBPUSD has already come significantly close to the high of that supply zone. I do have a target box just above. You can see the count in purple is my main count, the 1, 2, 3, 4, and yeah, here it is a bit. I've always had a bit of an issue with here. 3, 4, 5, 4, 5 potentially, but I don't have a double 1, 2. I don't want to call this from here A, B, C, or 4 because that B wave is longer than 0.618. I mean 1618 extension. So it's a bit unclear for me here, but what is clear is that we have an impulse coming out of here, and I do expect when this impulse is finished to have a significant retracement. So 1, 2, 3, 4, go to the 4-hour. This is currently my count. We're in a fourth wave. As you can see, again, I've got the fibs here. Looks like I'm counting at 1, 2, 1, 2, or 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So we may actually have a couple 1, 2s here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So either way, same thing as Euro. I'm still looking for a bit lower than continuation higher. If I compare it's a bit hard to compare this. Hold on, give me a second. Let's get into it. Because I could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would just be 1, then 2, then we'll be doing 3. No. Plus on top of that, 1, 2, 3, 4. The fourth wave would be shorter than the third, but it's not too bad. 1, 2. I'm just going to focus on the most recent move to the upside, and I see that as an incomplete 5-wave move to the upside. So in order to get this green free, this green 5, this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 has to finish. So like I said just a minute ago, expecting lower than up. Now if I go to the 1-hour time frame, I put on the EMAs, we've got the 50 EMA here. I expect price to at least get to the 50 EMA before any more higher price movement. I'm looking at this as an A, B, and then C, expanded flat. I'm expecting this to be a 5-wave move down. Okay. So currently, this would be 1 here or here. That could be 2, or it could be A, B, C, or this can be A, B, C, giving us 2. Or B, sorry, it is corrective. And then looking for that C wave. So it could just be a zigzag in a 5, 3, 5 continuation up. So currently looking for more downside on GBPUSD, and it's at that point. So ultimately, come New York session, hopefully we would have been down here, and I'll be looking for the move up. Same thing with Euro USD. So we get to NZDUSD now, and this looks a bit more finished. It looks a little bit more finished. We'll check out AUDUSD straight after this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Looking for 5. Potentially 1, 2, 1, 2, or a zigzag in 1, 2, 3. We didn't come back into the practice territory of 1. So it's looking more like a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. I'm still thinking down and up, like with GBP and Euro. So check there. Yeah, this looks corrective to me. One thing I noticed, and I should have checked on the rest, but basically, when you've got like a choppy move, a slow move coming down. Okay, it doesn't come down too far in comparison to the prior move, this big push up. And then we get this small push down, but it's controlled, it's sideways, it's corrective. But yet when you check the TDI, it comes all the way down to the bottom of the volatility band. That shows me, pressure pushing, pushing the price down, but at the same time maintaining it. And then if I look at the volume, it should be the lowest volume. So just before this wick, you can see how volume was just coming down, reaching its lowest point just here. And then we got a little bit of a spike in the volume as we came down here and price came back up again. I'm expecting another move down as volume declines. This would come down and this should maybe spike the lows again before continuing higher. That's why I notice in corrective waves that this seems to move more down or up depending on price direction. It seems to move more than price itself and gets to the lower points, like just below the 50 static at the baseline, whereas the volume in the corrective waves goes down in volume. So yeah, NZDUSD, not convinced that we finished, but we can definitely count, at least in here, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I just believe we're gonna get another 4 and 5 before this is over, especially since the pound and the euro are already looking like they're in incomplete fourth waves. Now I think this count may have to be looked into again. Somewhere here there's a 3-4, maybe 3-4 or 3-4, then a 1, 2, 3. Okay, look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It looks more like A, B, but maybe A, B, C. This could be finished and could be making its way down, but I'm more cautious. Just like the rest of them, I have a feeling we're gonna move down, come back up for another high before continuing lower. So that's what I believe is likely on these USD crosses. Just one more thing, I'm sure we got bearish divergence already here. So we have the bearish divergence here. It's another prime example of what I was just talking about. So, okay, this high, this high, this is higher than that high, this is lower. So we have bearish divergence. But if you do notice as well, price is already at the bottom of the volatility band, below the 50 static. So from this high, it's made quite a move down on the TDI, right? But here we haven't come down so much. Also, if I pull out the volume, you can see that the volume has been decreasing as price has been coming down here, even as it was going up. But from this point here, this high, price is coming down, the volume is dying. We've got the lowest volume over here currently. And as its price is coming down again, if you look at the volume bars, they're coming down. Okay, they're moving down. So I reckon that will keep going down until we hit a low volume like this over here, and at that point we could look for potential buys to the upside on AUDUSD as well. So I'm calling this a fourth wave, a 1, 2, 3, A, B, C, fourth wave. We could be in some kind of an ending diagonal as well. So we don't know, but if it's an impulsive move up, then we don't want to see that 618 hit. and then we want to see continuation to the upside, something like this. Okay, without that push there. So I'm going to post this video now. If there's anything you'd like me to do analysis on, please